Now, when we come to electronics, we're thinking something that makes our life easier, something that is portable, something that will substantially reduce the amount of work we have to do ourselves. So, why don't we actually get that level of experience? Welcome back, guys. I made this video just to tell you about that. As the title says, I will be ranting slightly about laptops, but this is going to be a really fair review, and I'm going to be showing you pretty much every single electronic device. First of all, make sure you go hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's begin. Now, your very first device into the electronic market is phones. Now, these were made keeping in mind the concept of portability. One of these is small enough that you can put it in your pocket and forget about it. You just throw it in your pocket and move on. So that was the concept behind a phone. But these phones were made to run mobile apps, and while they provided you with calling, messages, SMS, and who knows what else, games even nowadays, you will notice that no phone lags. I mean, they do glitch. You will obviously smash your head in some of the older ones, but most new phones have a good standard and they work mobile apps seamlessly. But people wanted a bigger screen, so tabs were invented, and they were a genius. I have to give it to them. This was genius because they increased the size of the screen, they put in a bigger battery, and this gave components more space to breathe. So this was a great idea, and you will see that tabs do not lag either. Right, but before I come to laptops, the next thing is a PC. Now, I cannot show you a PC right now, but if you remember my PC build, if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check that out. But yeah, a PC, if you look at it, a PC is pretty big. I mean, your cabinet is pretty huge, and you've got tons of parts in there. You've got your GPU, your CPU, and a lot of airspace. And airspace is hugely important. Mainly why tabs may run slightly faster than your phone, because a phone is compact and your tab has much more space to put in airspace. Right, so what happened with the laptops? Now, desktops were made thinking in mind that we're going to run heavy programs on them, like programming, gaming, anything that requires a lot of computer memory. But phones and tabs were made keeping in mind that you needed something that was portable and could run basic mobile apps. So, why was the laptop made? Now, the laptop was made keeping in mind that they needed something that could run desktop apps but was portable at the same time. And I'm not gonna lie, this was a great idea. When it first came out, people were completely in favor of the idea of a laptop, and everybody wanted to get their hands on one that, hey, I can run a desktop in my bag. I mean, this is so thin, so light, I can just pick it up and run away with it. But why didn't things work out like that? Now, a PC, it's huge size compared to nowadays laptops, which are about as thin as two phones together, right? That's about the size of your laptop, a phone on top of another phone, and that's how thick your laptop is. So will you actually be able to fit all the parts inside a PC inside your laptop? Clear answer is no. And because of that, your laptop will lose on huge performance, right? Your laptop will experience a huge decrease, a massive decrease in performance, because it's trying to run desktop apps, which were made for huge cabinets, on this little thing that, well, can barely run your classes on. So, you'd be wondering right now, what? Should I buy a laptop or should I go for a desktop? Now, I'm not going to be skeptical over here, but desktops take up a lot of space, right? So you need to have some solid space in your house. But, I mean, every standard house should have enough space for the smallest of PCs, because PCs come in various sizes, right? So I would say that you should only buy a laptop if your main purpose is portability, right? If you absolutely need your laptop wherever you go, you need to run heavy applications, And then you should buy a laptop that's above $2,000. That's above a lakh rupees, because anything under that is just a huge mash in performance. The high-end laptops have proper cooling, they have proper parts, and technically they run better, right? They run so much better than these. This laptop is actually 50k rupees, right? This laptop, and you can't even turn it on. That's how bad it is, right? So I would just say that if your purpose is online classes, you can pick up a PC for like $20,000 and you can actually game on it. So I mean, why not? I mean, 20,000 rupees, sorry, but I would suggest that if you want something at home for classes, for personal use, go for something like a desktop PC. If you want something portable, I mean, you need portability, that's your main aim, only then go for a laptop, right? If you don't have space, you'll have to go for a laptop, but that's just it. And for portability, you can even use a tab for classes. I mean, a tab is so much better. You can game tens of million times better on a tab. I mean, it has the best games, and I mean, the experience is awesome. So just go for something like a tab or a phone or something for classes and to play your games on it. Just laptops aren't exactly the best thing, and I have kind of ranted about laptops before, but I cannot emphasize this enough that it's just simple logic. You cannot fit in the parts of a computer into something as small as a laptop. So that's basically it for this one, guys. I hope this helped you. This helps you make a better choice next time, or it just makes you feel bad for you if you have a laptop, right? So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe. So catch you later.